Lots of things to do around here, but I can't do it without being able to see. And you can see this madness, right? Okay. I've had interocular implants put in, which gives me good distance, in other words, from eyesight. They go in, cut your old lens out, put a new lens in behind the eye, or in behind your iris, in the center of your eye, artificial ones, inside the eye. But which greatly helps me out long distance. I can't see anything up close very well, so I have a variety of long, medium, and short magnification glasses. These are all off the shelf. None of these are prescription, but without them, I stumble around here. Can't see nothing. Well, I got a whole bunch of broken ones here, and this isn't even all of them. Not even, maybe half. Anyway, long story short, I'm going to see if I can't buff some of these. These are for buffing here. I'm going to try to clean them up by using some Brasso. Now, it ain't going to make them perfect, but it'll make them good enough I can use them here in the shop if I need them, or around right quick. It won't be my, primary pair. It'll be my secondary, thirdary, quadridary? Anyway, not first in line, but backups. But I just, I need them. I need to have them. And I got a whole bunch of busted ones here. And the reason I'm going to use Brasso, now I have rubbing compounds here, whatever, I don't know. You can also use with a mix of water and baking soda, according to what, now this is my eye doctor told me, because I asked him, well, I used to have hard contacts before I got surgery done. Gas permeables. They're like a hard springy plastic. And I asked him, I said, hey, what do I use? What can I use? What's good to use in order to buff any of the scratches out? Because after you've had them for a year or so, they get scratched up. And he told me we use Brasso. And he disappeared out of the room and came back and showed me a bottle of Brasso. That's what they use to clean gas permeable contacts, to take the scratches out of them. That's gas perms. They're primitive. Almost nobody uses them. The reason I had to use them is because they were, my prescription is so strong that soft contact lenses just didn't work for me. Again, that's gas permeable. This is what he told me to use, Brasso, to take the scratches out of them. Well, since it would work for that, I'm figuring some of these are plastic. Now, some of these are glass too, but I'll give it a run. So that's what I'm going to do. But first, I'm going to see if I can't I'm going to try to repair. Should I try to repair? I got a couple of these things. I'm going to swap temples. There's this piece, the arm. Put these in place, try to get these things fixed. This is a brand new pair, essentially. I had them and whatever. No reason for it. Crack. And the reason I'm doing this, okay, I could go get them for $8, $8 to $15 a pair, but at that, look what I got invested here. And if I can doctor these up for what I have, with whatever, either super glue, JB Weld, heat shrink, screws, wire, whatever it takes, that's another $10 I don't got to spend. All right, well, here we go. We're going to give this a run. And here we go. All right, break out the it'll be screwdrivers deals here. Get rid of that. Why is that here? I'm horrible when I do projects at putting stuff away. I got to take a day out every couple of months or so. And, okay, first set I'm going to do here is this. What I'm going to try to do is glue these back together and then get some kind of little strip of metal on the side of this right here to run from here over I'm not sure what kind of metal I'm going to use yet. I'll have to look around and see what I have here. Just a little thin strip. And then once this is glued and that metal is glued in place to bridge these two deals, I'm going to see if I can slide a piece of heat shrink over the top of that as a membrane. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know. Not 100% sure what kind of metal I'm going to use. I'll look around here in these drawers I have. I got something, I'm sure. But first, let's find the glue that I plan on using. I'm done, dude. There we go. Super glue. Oh, okay. Top's kind of glued fast. I don't know if this is going to make any difference or not. Okay, I squeezed the top and it looks like it's making a difference. That's the problem with this. Now you don't know how hard to squeeze, because if you squeeze too hard, right, she squirts all over. Okay, let me see if I can't coat up both sides here. Won't matter if she's a little messy, I guess. Now, that's the tricky part. Holding still for the 3.5 days it takes for this to catch. But not when you get it on your fingers. Did it? Did it? Did it? I'm still scared. I ain't gonna put any pressure on it at all, because that's only temporary. Just to hold her in place. Yeah. Now, what can I use for a spine on that? I'm thinking I could do it like I'm plastic welding, and put a little bit more on there to give it just a little bit more ass. Take a couple of staples. Can I do this? I don't know. Here we go. Take a couple of staples across there. There to there, like cut the one. Staples are, you know, shaped like this. Cut one of them off to be short, say where this knuckle is, and then heat it so it would sink down in this front piece right here, and then bridge it across right to there, and then maybe one more to right here. Have two of them on there. What do you think? Good idea? Yeah, seems like a whole lot of petty shit, right? But hey. Okay, I will bring you back once I get these staples separated out from wherever I get them from and cut right to the right size, and see if I can't get them to sink in there. I don't know if I will, but once that's in there, once I get two of them bridged in there, maybe. Then, like I said, I'll run a piece of heat shrink over the top of that and squeeze that down so she bites on there, so she has a little bit of extra stuff. Let me look at the bottom of this, the back side of it here. I might could actually put a little more on there, just to strengthen her up a little bit. I've not had much luck with using super glue on glasses alone, and I've been repairing glasses for I don't know, 50 years, because I've been wearing them since I was 5. Okay, all right, I will bring you back. If I'm not too shaky to do this. Just like putting a pin in a leg. What I think I'm going to have a problem with here is the glue is going to tack onto that and pull it up out of there. Alright, get some glue on there first. Put this up there. Put that on here like this. Come on, you farting thing. Yeah, I'm crazy, I know. But sometimes it's cool to see if you can do something, just because... Now, all my tools here are magnetic, so I'm going to see if I can get this, hold this in place with something non-magnetic. Don't know if that's going to be better, or if it would be better for me to use a flat one straightened out, as in this. But since it's on there, I'm going to go with it, I think, for now. Yeah, because this is... What the flip is on there? Okay. You dumbass. Yeah. Okay, so far we seem to have a winner. Like I said, it ain't beautiful. Now I'll put one across the bottom. And since I made this one, let me see. I flattened it out a little something. Maybe I'll try the flattened one. The regular staple. Yeah. Come here. Alright. Dab the glue in place first to hold that so you can get her in there and get her set. $10 worth of super glue later. You could have just bought a pair. Right. Okay, there we go. All right. Where are they? I have plastic tweezers around here somewhere. I know I do. Oh, until I find them. Should have grabbed them right off the rip, but I didn't. So here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I knew the glue would grab it. Because that's the way life works. Ah, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. Now, move that up that way just a little bit. Oh, you... All right, come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Up there, up there, up there. Right there. I'll leave that sit for a second. And while that's sitting for a second, let me see if I can find my plastic. I thought for sure I'd left them over here, over here in the electronics section, but it's hard telling where I carted them off to. See? Told you. This is working for working with fine electronic stuff, so you don't magnetize anything. Okay, looks like dog dookie, but now that she's sort of tacked, I'm gonna clear that, bring it up here where you can see. I'm gonna run a little bead on there. Get her good. Yeah. And get this one good too. Uh-oh. I don't want to bridge that. Open that. Yeah, okay. No, I don't know. I should probably let that tack up a little more. Let me do a practice run with one of these heat shrinks on the opposite ear. And that's a... no. So I need something bigger. Do I have something bigger in this other container? Let me see. I may. That doesn't look much better either. It does not. Well, okay. Found something, but don't know. Oh, okay. Look at that. Yeah. Perfect. El Perfecto. Now, do I have a shorty one of these? I do not. Nope. Okay, not to worry. I can make a shorty one of these. How much do I need? About half, I guess. So I'll split this one right down the middle. Back in there. Let's see what we get. Oh, look at that. Half a second on there and I'm already stuck to the glasses. Alright. See what we got there? Okay. Now we're going to add a little heat. Sorry about the noise, but... Okay. Unbroken pair of glasses. All fixed up. That took, I don't know, 20 minutes. Now again, I have the resources or whatever. It's not even like it's resources. I have the heat shrink. I have the staples. I have the heat gun. I have, you know. I know it's not convenient for everybody to do. But I mean, you know, staples are pretty well common, and heat shrink is really, really cheap. Harbor Freight. And super glue. And a time. And whatever. I just saved, whatever, maybe 10 to 15 bucks. That's just one. I have a bunch more here to put together to fix. But, you see, like this. And this one's going to be a little more difficult. I done lost a nut right there. So I'll have to figure something out for this one. Thanks for watching.